Riftmund. All right, I'll pick another one. Just you have enough cases, right, Riftmund?
I do.
All right. Tick CU5. That's the name I'm going to
That
pick.
is, by the way, a guy that messaged me, and he wanted to have a name change of instead of a case, if that is possible.
Well, they're going to be getting a case.
Yeah, but that's time it's a case only.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
Okay, so one more. Let's see. One more round. So Sky.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the guy that name is Real Z21.
Real Z21. To try to find it. I don't see that name. If you can copy it and paste.
It's like
okay.
Real.
I see it.
Jet Set and 21. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Got it. I think those of you that are on YouTube, if you refresh, it should be working again. Okay, Riffmund?
Okay, so is that the full? I guess that is the full IGN. So there's Pistol-BR for Brazil, I would assume. Pistol with a 1 instead of the I.
Just need a Pistol 1. How come I don't see that name? Pistol. Okay, Pistol. So it just says Pistol 1 BR. Pistol BR, but then the I is the 1.
I got it copy pasted, so
cool. All right. And I'll do one more. Cardify. Congratulations to you. Cool. At this time, let's get into the death match. The room is already set up. Let me send the password to you, you guys in Finland.
Yes, thank you.
And then this one is a death match. So everybody that gets into this game will have a chance to win some cases. The winning team will all get cases on depending on your CT or T.
I will let you know when I'm done. It's restarting my game for some reason.
Okay. So everybody that is on the winning team will get cases. If you try to switch teams at the end, you will be banned from all different giveaways that we have everywhere. So
what do you think about this, that we make it interesting that each player that is first to stab one of the developers with a knife gets a case?
That's not nice.
That's not nice. You're not playing.
Yes, I know. But I thought it would be a good idea.
Okay, so each player that stabs that kills us too, right? I mean, they have to kill us.
Yes.
They have to kill us, otherwise we don't know.
Yes.
How many cases do they get if they kill us in game with them?
One.
Just one case. Just one case.
Okay. So.
Can I get a case if I knife you?
And only the first player. So once the knife has been out of its sheath, no more knifing the developers after that. So
okay,
only
so
player.
The first player that kills a developer on either side, right? T or CT.
Yeah. So there's one for both sides. So for the first kill on both of the developers with a knife.
Okay, and maybe you can help keep track of this. Okay, so
yeah, I can take a screenshot from it.
Yes. No worries.
Okay,
got it down.
Here is the new password and the new code. The new code is QYP, and the password is happy. Because we are happy to be here today. Happy. Cool. You guys can join in. See everybody joining already. So whoever knifes us will. The first person that knifes us will get case.
Yeah, after the restart, I suppose.
Yeah, and let's make it interesting. Let's make it, like say premium case. Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna restart the game. Nothing counts right now because we're restarting everything. Well, let's keep an eye out.
Nice to me, or nice to me actually.
Yes, so nothing counts yet. It's going to start now, so I'm going to explain the rules one more time. So everybody that's in this game, the winning team, whoever has the best score, will all get cases. And as for some reason, if we were to, let's say, tie, that would be really cool. I would.
Everyone gets a case.
Yeah, maybe I'll give everybody a case. We'll see. But on top of that is whoever knives the developers, either me or Sky in the game, the first person that does that will get a premium case. So good luck everybody that's in the game, and those of you that are in the chat, again, feel free to put some suggestions and some questions that you may have for us.
All right. One comment here is about more transparent weapon stats. Again, something that has been brought up. We've had a discussion about that, and yeah, it could be a good thing to do. So we are looking at maybe doing something with that. So the code, people are asking about the code. The code has been already written down.
Yeah.
So the players are already in the game, so.
Most likely there's no space anymore, sadly.
Okay, there's a
my goodness.
lead. Okay.
I feel very paranoid right now. I'm like looking behind my back.
Yeah, I'm just camping in the corner myself. Kappa.
So yeah, people are asking about the leaver penalty and why are we penalizing players who are leaving because of hackers and not banning the hackers. Definitely want to improve there, and you know we fully admit that right now that system is not working very well due to the hacker situation. So one thing we touched upon earlier was sort of the feature related to leaving games with hackers or leavers, safe to leave type of feature, or other sort of quality of life feature for players who experience maybe someone who's toxic, someone who's hacking, or someone who leaves the game, or AFKs or trolls in the ranked game. So we are looking for improving the situation there, and we are trying to ban the hackers. Most of the stuff that we are doing now is we are developing new features to provide you guys with a better anti-cheat system. And please do send in those recordings. We answer each one of them now. And basically, if you have the capacity to record, if you're not certain about the footage, we will check it. If it's good enough, if we have enough evidence for a ban, we will take action against that account and we will get those hackers sorted out. So please do send in those recordings and reports of hackers. That's something me and Sky and the support team can really work on right now, immediately. So if you send it in, we'll take care of it.
And like Sky said earlier too, just make sure that you do give enough information. I mean, just rule of thumb, I would say, like in general, if you have any problems or you're reporting somebody, like make sure you have as much information as you can possible. So yeah. Example, reporting a hacker, make sure you have at least 15-second video, you have the IGN of the name, the user that might be hacking, and just the more information is definitely a lot better for us.
And actually, what Sky touched on, we won't budge on those requirements. So if you don't have the necessary information, we will reply to you and tell you, well, unfortunately, we can't take action because there's not enough evidence. So we don't want to ban legit players by accident, so that 15-second evidence rule is a hard rule. We need that 15 seconds minimum. So if you just show, for example, the hacker shooting through a wall or the hacking for like 4 seconds, we have no context. It could be a glitch, it could be a network issue. Without that full conclusive evidence of the hacking, we won't be banning the accounts.
Yeah. And I guess also to talk about the whole, like, saying this, like you mentioned this earlier. You said something, a player complaining about something, like a feature. Don't just say the feature sucks. Make sure,
Yeah.
give us more information. Like, why does it suck? What is going on? What are you experiencing? An example is I remember someone saying like, "Oh, the FPS is bad," and like if you give us more information, what is device you're playing on, what version you're playing on, and it just helps us really look into the situation and see if we can make it better for you.
One comment there regarding the hacking still. I reported a hacker and you said that you will take action, but how do I know the player will be banned? Just to touch on that, we can't actually, due to our privacy policy, give information on other players' accounts for now. Might be something that will change in the near future or a little bit further away, but to make things clear, if we find out that someone is hacking, that player will be banned. That's our policy. If we have clear evidence of someone hacking, that player is gone. The account is gone. We ban every hacker. There is no leniency. So if we have the evidence there, the player will get a ban. For glitching, toxic behavior, other types of offenses, necessarily not a permanent ban. But for hacking, it is always permanent ban.
Yep.
And one, just to touch on that a little bit, so if you feel you have been wrongly banned, when we are doing especially these manual reports, you know, we are humans. We make a lot of mistakes. I make mistakes every day before even coming to work, basically just brewing my coffee at home. So you can write in a petition about that, like, if you have evidence to show that you are not hacking, and we have overturned hacking bans.
Yeah.
So please, if you do feel like you've been unjustly banned, you have some evidence to prove that, send it in. We review each and every petition as well. And each one who is petitioning will get a response, even if we don't overturn the ban. But you can write in if you do feel you have been wrongly banned as well. So if you are certain that you're a legit player, you've been banned, don't go into panic mode, get back to us, and we will look into the situation.
Why moderators end? So this is something that we've covered before on a different stream, but if you imagine a group of moderators trying to ban a certain amount of hackers, it doesn't make sense for it to happen, because the amount of hackers that try to hack the game, it doesn't make sense for it to be like that. It makes sense for us to have a better automated system for the anti-cheat.
Yeah, our apologies for if you overheard what was going on here. You've been a bad boy.
Yes, I just got knifed. Congrats to that guy. I took a screenshot about it.
Oh, who won?
We have it on a screenshot, so it will be taken care of.
Ace Zero. You can add it to the list.
A question there about will there be any new game mechanics coming? Will be there a remodel of graphics? Yes. Yes and yes. We are working on stuff. So yes. Yes to both questions.
Yes and yes. Cool. Okay. So we're gonna close the room, and we're gonna jump back into the chat. So at this time, let's do the giveaways again. Take a little break from the playing right now, and put in your IGNs in Twitch chat. Once again, twitch.tv/criticalopsgame. Go ahead, put in your IGNs there. Slow mode is going to be on, so don't spam your IGNs. Just make sure you put in exactly how it's spelled in the Twitch chat. So. Okay, I guess the same order. So Let's go fast.
Well, the first one for Rogue Coast. He has zeros in the O's.
Got it.
Maybe see.
Okay. Whenever you see it, Riftmund.
My turn. So there's a Corleone with a dash in front of the Corleone.
Oh, that's a cool name. Corleone. Okay, I'm gonna pick. It's cool, bro. It's cool. You won a case. It's cool. Sky?
There was Axe Wet named Guy.
X Sweat? Oh, okay. X Vet.
He was shooting heads at least.
Cool. Riftmund.
Well, I'll go with persistent this time. This guy has been riding that IGN there quite a bit. Terror Master.
Ooh. Terror Master. Halloween's coming up. That's a good name. Okay. Pet NGU2. I don't know how to say that, but I'm gonna give you a case as well. And one more round, Sky.
My case for Nigel.
Okay.
Kawa.
Okay, I think I will go for Fury here.
Fury. Okay. And last two.
Okay. There's icy spicy stuff.
I see spicy stuff. That made my day. Because it's like the complete opposite. Icy and spicy. Cool. I guess Big Wolf. I love these names today. Big Wolf with a 1. Okay, cool. Let's get into another competition. So any special criteria, Riftmund, that you want to see, since you enjoyed seeing us get knifed last round.
How about this? The first player that one of the devs knife gets a case.
They're all gonna be standing still. Okay. Cool. That sounds good.
And don't stab anyone who is sort of just turning their back to you guys. So play normally. If it happens, it happens. You get a consolation prize for humiliation, and the devs will sort of look carefully. If you are trying to get backstabbed, it is not going to happen. No case for you.
Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna start the game, and I'm gonna send you the code. So,
Please do.
so the game will be the same. The winning team will all get cases. So whoever has the most the highest score on deathmatch will get the cases. But the extra case, premium case, that is going to happen here is that I guess each of us, whoever we knife, but you have to play it regularly. You can't be all turning your backs and waiting for us to knife you on purpose. But if we knife you, then you'll get a premium case. So choose wisely, Sky.
Yeah.
Okay, so IUL. Okay.
And let's put it this way, that if that doesn't happen, if you don't get a knife, each dev can choose an MVP from their own team that they give a case to.
Cool. Okay, I'm typing it in to you guys. You guys got it?
Yeah, I got it. It's gonna take me a bit. Give me a second.
Okay, and as soon as you get in, I'm gonna send the code to everybody else. So good luck in joining this game. So if you join this game, you'll have a chance to win some cases. So.
Okay. There was Taco Man Carlos wrote a message about him seeming like he's hacking and the latency causing some sort of corner shots, wall shots, and some sort of suspicious behavior in the game. We are aware of this. when we are reviewing those reports, we look at for that.
Yeah.
And you can ask Guy here. So when I was sort of giving him his orientation on the bans, that was one of the first things we actually covered, is how the game actually can make it seem like that. And sort of the effect is also doubled if you're spectating someone and both of you have sort of a higher ping or latency issues. So again, the evidence really needs to be definitive for us to issue a ban based on a recording.
Yep. At this time, before we start the game, I want to say thank you again to our moderators. I think I see a couple of them in the chat, Weapon, Jinxie, and Dahlia. Thank you for being here and helping us with chat. But as always, thank you for helping on our Discord as well. So here is the code and the password. Go ahead and join, and it's IUL is the code, and then password is stab, because you're using stab so much in the first and second game. Okay, so everybody's joining now, and if you didn't join the game, again, suggestions, questions into the Twitch chat. We'll do our best to answer them.
Yes, to touch SvetiOS, you don't need to spam the same message. I saw it. I was gonna get to it. So there's a grounded bug where you can see body parts, let's say, of the player character through some of the walls. We are aware of some of those spots, but again, to touch on some of the topics of the stream today. So if you have some info like that, most probably that issue is something we already know about, but do write in a report to us at support. Contact us through the game or via email, and we'll take a look at that and make sure that it is sorted out. So that's exactly the type of information we want to get into the support tool as well. So it's not only if you have a problem with the game, if you see like a technical problem, for example, performance, if you see some glitches, if you have feedback, suggestions about the game, please do write in. I mean, this is all, we're here for you, so we're trying to get that info to the devs once you send it in.
Just realized this game screen was on.
And also about the new game mechanics, I already touched on that, about the remodels, about the new graphics and game mechanics. And the answer was yes. We are, of course, I mean, if you look at our past releases, we have been doing this constantly. So those are some things where, you know, for sure I can tell you an answer. Yes, of course, things like that are coming.
I've been asked a lot in Discord and even in the support, that are we testing our game with actual devices, or are we testing them on like a PC client of some sort? And I can tell you that we test all of our like beta, alpha. We test it all in our office with like correct devices, similar devices that our like players use. Let's say, not advertising or anything, but we have like Samsung Android tablets and stuff like that. So we are like testing like everything on them also.
Yeah, and to touch on that a little, we even order devices in to Finland that are not commercially available here, so we can support devices from other regions as well. So our QA team has a really wide array of different devices, and of course then we have our own personal devices that we test with as well, but definitely we do go through a wide array of those devices. Of course, due to import regulations, some devices are just not available here in Finland. So certain devices we simply cannot test with here.
And also about assuming our game is now in the Amazon store also, we have like, I suppose they're like Amazon devices.
Yes, we have Amazon.
We also have them, so we are testing our game of course with them also, so everything will work well, smoothly on those devices in our environment also. But if you experience like some kind of glitch or bugs on your device, just send us a support ticket and we will look at it.
Someone says, why did you end up changing the screen size for iPhone X? I mean, I think it looks a lot better with the full screen. Take advantage of that, right?
Yeah, I mean, when we had the black bars, there was a lot of feedback. People wanted the full screen support. The toggle has been asked about. Like, these are the first times I've seen feedback regarding wanting the black bars back or wanting the option to do that. So definitely, if we see a lot of that, I mean, the job of the support team is to relay that information to our developers.
Yeah.
We will do that. I can't make any promises if we're gonna add something like that, but seems like it is something that has come up quite a bit. And regarding the in-game voice, I'd like to just go a little bit more technical there. Wadi already gave you a small explanation about it, basically that yes, we want to make the game run on all devices. So if we would add voice chat, it would increase the performance requirements and also increase the bandwidth that is needed to play the game. We do realize is that, you know, we have a lot of players playing from regions where, you know, it's quite expensive to bandwidth costs a lot of money. So we want to give our players the option not to use it, but it's not something that is completely off the table. So if we find a smart way of adding it into the game, maybe sometime in the future, but short term, definitely not something we are working on. And question about voice commands, just to clarify, is this something like quick voice commands that you can select from like a wheel? I would imagine that, you know, that's something we have discussed as well, to give commands to your squad. So since we don't have voice chat currently, could help a lot, for example, in ranked diffuse games where people are not on the same team. Would help the community. So we have seen that as something that is a value add and are looking into it.
We just have to comment about that. We just have to be careful about how we do it, because there is, like you saw, we talked about like there's different screens, and you definitely don't want to clutter too much of a mobile screen. I guess I should start to try to knife somebody, because.
Yeah, I tried to come knife you, but you shot me.
Oh, yeah.
That's not nice, man.
No, it
so,
doesn't.
Question about more utilities, like shields, first aid kits. The same person also wrote about the riot shield, and I think it was Molotovs in a previous question. Definitely something we are looking into. New mechanics. Yes, we want in the game, but currently we can't reveal anything, and most probably, if you take a look at our closest, let's say, competitors, and for example, analogs on other platforms, we won't be copying directly features from those games. So whatever we do go with, we'll be adding our sort of own unique twist to it.
So I knifed Cardify. Just wanted to announce that. But it's up to Sky.
Good job, Wadi.
I tried to go knife someone and then he just shot me. At first like, okay, come knife me, and then he turned and shot me. He was fine.
Actually, since Wadi has knifed someone, if you don't manage to do it, Sky, then select an MVP from the other team.
Yeah, will do.
You have 40 seconds.
No pressure, but get it done.
Why you shoot me?
Why there is no D tag? Actually, someone asked about that show in-game tag earlier. Yeah, that is like, you know, sometimes we like to come to the games with our developer tags, so everybody knows it's, hey, it's me playing. Currently, I have mine switched off. Many players recognize me anyway. But, you know, if I just want to play the game, for example, on a Saturday evening, I have a few of my friends over, you know, I'm proud of the game we make. So if I have visitors, I usually say, hey, check out our game. Let's play a few games. Necessarily when I'm doing that, I don't want to have my developer tag there. I just want to play the game as you guys would. Because, you know, immediately when we go into game, right? It's people asking for cases, asking questions. So there's a way for us to toggle it off when we're playing.
Yeah, I wanted to make a. Sorry, go ahead.
By the way, about the MVP,
Yeah.
give another case for Sweat.
Sweat.
Who was the MVP? Yeah.
Oh, XZVETT. Okay. The person
He
that
should have
won
all of them.
Cardify from my end. Okay, I noticed a couple people, one or two people maybe switched teams, and they will now be forever banned from any giveaways that we have in the channel.
Aye.
Yep. So nice try, guys, but that is not how we roll here.
Swinging over here. It's the ban hammer.
Yep. So I will definitely see that. Okay, so at this time, we will do one more last giveaway, and after that, we will do one more game. Sounds good?
Yes.
Slow mode is now on. Go again to Twitch and put in your IGNs. And I will be checking who switched teams. So if we somehow pick your name, you won't be getting cases. So just so you know, those of you that switched teams earlier, but everybody else, put in your IGNs now, and let's go. Same rotation. Yep.
I might start.
Go ahead.
Case for that princess over there.
The princess.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna go with my sort of method for today, which is names I dig. So Bad Davy is back.
Cool. Copy that name. Bad Davy's back. Congratulations. Now you repeat. Go ahead.
Sivari was here. I'm gonna go with that.
Sivari was here. Okay.
I'll go with Elizabeth.
It's really cool how some of these users got the exact name. They didn't have to change the I to a L and stuff like that. That's really cool. So Elizabeth Princess, that's really cool. Okay. Ramus with underscore. That's the total opposite of what I just talked about. Okay, one last round.
I want to keep the case for Weapon X, if that's allowed.
Sure. We can do that. So, case for Weapon X.
And I'll go with Lucid. Oh, I already gave one case to that dude. I'll go with Taco Man Carlos. He asked a question earlier as well, so.
Cool. Does this person name me? It's actually Dahlia, but I'll give you a case. But I'll pick one more. Take them. You take them cases. You take them case that I'm gonna give to you. Okay. Cool. Next game. Any special criteria?
Not sure. Some kind of challenge we need to have.
How about you guys think up of something?
Okay. Give me a second. So it's gonna be deathmatch again. We'll do the same format.
Which map you put?
Raid.
Alright.
Something different. Let me. Crap! This is all on stream. I'm gonna have to remake it because everybody saw the password and everything.
Congrats.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. My bad.
Brutal Gear. Have you all considered adding a second fire button? Yes. it has been forwarded forward to the devs, and there might be something coming maybe later. Can't confirm about that, but it has been asked a lot that could people have like second fire button.
A little bit related to that, we've gotten some feedback in support about left-handed UI.
Yes.
So I think the weapon wheel also for left-handed players to be sort of work the same way, but in a mirrored setup. So that's something as well that we are looking into, and the devs are aware of it. So these type of quality of life features we're definitely always interested in.
Does that work for you?
Give me a second.
I might need to increase the room.
So Sweaty OS, I answered your question about the grounded issue. So most probably the issue you reported is a known issue with the clipping, but please do send us an email or a request to support with some screenshots, for example, or recording, and we'll go through it, make sure that we have it covered.
Sky can get in?
Yeah, I'm in.
Cool.
You seem to have unleashed it in the chat before I even could join, but I'm in
Yeah,
now.
I fixed it for you.
Just people have been like doing shout outs, so everybody who's been saying hello to me, hi guys.
That's very nice of them. And someone just says, please ban hackers, bro. We are banning hackers, bro. But again, like we mentioned before, not everyone works on banning. All devs have different roles in the company, but I think everybody that's on stream here has taken role of banning hackers. So we got it, bro.
And definitely we are always trying to help with the anti-cheat efforts, as well as with anything related to getting rid of the hacker infestation. And just to reiterate this, so is the whole company. We are not liking the way the situation is currently. And basically, if I come for my morning coffee and even mention hackers there, you can see people are not happy hearing about it. So we really are putting our best effort into this and hope to have it sorted for you guys.
Okay.
I think you sent me a new server.
What?
Did you send me a new server? The other one gets empty.
Oh, you're not in here? Oh, you're not in here. Huh?
Aye.
You're the one that I sent you. Yeah, the new server. Can you get into it? So the game is paused. So everybody that's playing.
Give me a second.
I might have to change it for you so to get in.
It's bad, man.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Go now.
Why did I die when I jumped out of the tall vent on Division? Well,
Did you get
I don't
in?
know.
Yes, it's loading now.
Okay.
Okay, there's a good question. So why does banning people matter if they do it on their small accounts? We're addressing this. And one of the things we talked about on stream is the new upcoming ranked account link lock. So if your account is not linked to social media, you can't play ranked games, starting from the next version onwards. So that's something we are doing to battle this, and more methods as well coming for that. Stickers for guns has been asked. I think I already answered that actually. So again, a great idea. Why not? But definitely not in the short term. And IP bans and device bans, first of all, they're problematic from sort of the business side, because our platforms actually don't allow a lot of them. And then also Sky explained that, a lot of players are actually sharing the same NAT. So this means that you are sharing basically the same internet IP. So let's say you have Wi-Fi at home and you and your whole family is playing the game, or you and your siblings are playing the game, and there's maybe 5 of you. If one of you is hacking, if we'd ban that IP, all of you would get the ban. So that's the reason why we're not doing IP bans. There's also, IPs change. Most people are using dynamic IPs, not static IPs. So your IP changes from time to time. So then, of course, it's ineffective, and someone will end up with a ban, possibly completely without any cause. And device banning is also problematic because basically, if we ban a device, let's say you pass the device on to your younger sibling, for example, or you sell the device, you upgrade and sell your old device. It's we don't want to have someone who's getting a used device having an automatic ban on their account.
Cool. So I set this challenge. I didn't want to interrupt you while you were talking, but top 3 fraggers on each team will get extra cases.
And if you're not respawning, please buy a gun.
Yes.
I mean, like the buy menu and then press ready, and then it's gonna work for you. It's just because the restart.
Buy menu.
Okay, someone is asking for my credits and skins. Well, not going to happen. Okay, here's a specific question. I know somebody that is hacking, and I know he has 2 accounts where he is hacking. How do I report him? The same way you report anybody else. So you get the evidence, and once we have the evidence, we will take a look. And then we need, if you want several accounts banned, we also need evidence for the other accounts. So it's always for that account only. However, as Sky said earlier, when you are sending in those reports, those manual reports of players, we are looking through the whole video there. So basically, it will help us in banning players that are even not the target of that report. So all of those manual reports that you guys are sending in, whether it's the in-game reporting system or you're reporting hackers, that is really helpful, and we actually want a lot more of them. So we're eager to sort of ban those hackers. We want to get this ban hammer in use a lot more than it is right now. So please do send in a lot of them. So the room is actually full now, so the people are playing there, so no room code for now.
The room is actually really full. If you see the amount of players that's in there. We changed the numbers so Sky could join.
Hello team, why can't we see tier 6, 7 in loadout?
What?
That should not be happening. It should be visible there. Please contact support.
Yeah, let us know. Doesn't sound right.
Okay, community skins and maps, something that has been asked quite a bit. We already touched on the community skins. Great idea, might be something that we'll look into. Maps, most likely not, because maps also drastically affect the size of the installation of the game and the assets used in the map, so the textures, things like that. Still not writing it off. I mean, if someone creates a really great map for the game and sends it in as a suggestion, it could be something we base a new map on, but probably not maps. Okay, people are asking about under 18 competitive esports leagues. Wadi, probably you know the answer to that better than I do.
I mean, if you have a parent consent, it's totally fine. So usually, I think one or two of the players in the last event had that, and that was totally fine after.
Yeah, the thing with under 18 years old players, that there's some laws and policies that you need to like follow, and it can become like a problem if we don't take care of that in the long run.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a question that has been asked a lot from support as well. Why can't I join a custom game when I'm in a party? And will there ever be a way to do this? Again, something that I think would be a great value add. Like you're browsing the custom games list, you're with a group of friends playing the game. Oh, let's join there. No, definitely something we'll look into. And a lot of questions about making the case prices cheaper. Probably not going to, in the short term, touch them for now, but let's put it this way, that we are looking at monetization, and we want to give you greater variety. So maybe in the future there will be some changes.
And of course, there is possibility to have like discounts for like let's say maybe Christmas would be a like discount and stuff like that, of course.
So in the short term, what you could possibly see is what we did with the spring cases, where we had the discounted price for them. So we've already done it once, so it definitely isn't off the table. Let's put it this way. Okay, if one guy in the party has a hack and he uses Team Radar, do they also get hacked? If you're meaning that from a technical perspective, no, your device won't be getting hacked. If you're meaning will they get banned? Well, let's be diplomatic here and put it this way. If you drop into a game and a random player activates a hack that benefits you, of course not. But please try to be a good sport at that point and record it. And send us a report of it. With regards to people, for example, queuing up with hackers, knowingly boosting their accounts with hackers, yes. We are looking for a way to penalize those players. So we don't want, people logging on with a new account and having possibly even another device carry them and boost them through. So this is something that we want to penalize. And if we have clear evidence right now, we will already do it.
Yeah, people have been asking that a lot from me also. And yes, we take action if we have evidence about it, that if some players are getting used by a hacker in like ranked games mainly, there will be action taken against them too, because it's not it's very unsportsmanlike.
But again, here, it's much more difficult to get evidence that a player is knowingly getting boosted than it is to get evidence of a single player hacking. So the evidence needs to be really conclusive for us to take action.
Okay, the only difference is the person in vitamin C was not in the term. Okay. Cool. I think that's the...
Well, there's a question, a more technical question. Can I still lag if I have good ping and good FPS? Unfortunately, yes. There can be server-side lag, and even though you have a good ping, your connection itself can still be unstable. I've experienced this on a 1 gigabit fiber optic connection where there was an issue with one of the routing servers. Some timings were off and I was just having a horrible time, even though my download speed was really great and my ping was slow when I connected to the game. I had really bad issues with the connection. And then, of course, if there's server-side issues, we try to fix them, of course, but then really your connection doesn't matter if there's a problem server side. And of course, if you also count lag as being sort of performance issues on the device, you can still have issues with frame rates and sort of other sort of glitches on your device, even though the average FPS is very high, your device can still have issues with the performance.
About this topic, I'm gonna add something. I've been myself, there has been lots of people complaining about our servers, and I'm sitting pretty much in front of the people that handle the servers, so I'm gonna ask them straight that, do we have a problem on this exact server? And then they're gonna check our data, and if there's a problem, of course we're trying to fix it fast as possible and so on. And mostly the problem is in the internet or the internet access or the internet service provider sometimes of the player, and mostly these problems have went away by restarting the router, or just if they're playing with Wi-Fi, or just contacting the ISP that I'm having this kind of issue, and after that it has been working fine.
But yes, we know there are some specific servers that are having issues. One issue that has been consistent are the India servers, where sometimes players get a really high ping variance. And we've done a lot of investigation there, and a lot of it actually has to do with the routing of the ISPs there. And we always, when we are having consistent issues, for example, the Brazil servers were also experiencing some issues. We investigate this with our service providers who are creating the servers, and also the internet providers for those. So we go into detail. We try to find out what is going on, and we also have live analytics, so we can see if there's an issue with the server. So when Mikael or I are asking about, let's say, there's players are reporting a problem with one of the US servers, for example, when we ask the server guys about it, they check the live data that they have, and we get quite sort of clear analytics on what goes on with the servers. So a lot of the actual latency and ping issues have to do with the connections of the players themselves or the ISPs and the connectivity there. And of course, we are working on improving that as well to give the players a better experience.
Yep, and I do want to cover one more thing about that. Some new users that might not be aware, sometimes you might be in a different server. So I'm going to show it on the screen as well. Make sure that you go to Play and Custom Games, Host, and then towards the bottom where it says Server, make sure that you are on the correct server. And it does make a difference if you are in the correct server. And I've seen some users actually, say, "Oh, the game's laggy," but you're not in the right server. So I think that's a very common thing as well. Although we did talk about making that a lot easier for you guys to change in the future. So, but that's something we will talk about later on.
I would want to still add a bit about performance issues. That I have got many requests about them having, player having iPad Pro, assuming it's a high tier device, and I suppose some of the models are having 120 FPS and they have 120 Hertz screens and so on, and they're not able to get that performance out of them. And most of the issues have that they've been playing same time as they're charging the device, and that means the device will get it's gonna get warm. Normally when you are charging on your phone, it's gonna get warm because the battery is getting loaded, and if it gets too warm, it's gonna do a thermal throttle. That means the CPU or GPU heat will go over the limit, and that's why it's gonna drop performance a lot. You can maybe even get you're gonna go into under 10 FPS, and then your device most likely will freeze and shut itself off if it goes too hot. So just make sure that you're not charging your device same time as you're playing.
Definitely. It seems like some people have a lot more questions. Well, I guess we'll take a couple more and then we'll end the stream. Someone asked about the diffuse mode challenge that we don't have enough time to do it today, but possibly the next stream. So I guess let's answer a couple more, and we're gonna end the stream after that. Party chat to the main screen.
That's possibility.
Like,
we'll see.
Again,
Okay.
that please send an example, a mock-up
Like, let
of
us
how
know.
you would like it to work.
Yeah.
That is a little bit too vague.
Yeah. More information, like we said earlier.
Will a hostage game mode ever come out? Who knows? Currently not in the short-term planning, but again, different game modes is something we are looking at, so not completely off the table.
Yeah, there's really a lot of content and a lot of different things coming. Even just myself visiting Finland last time, there's a lot of things that we're doing differently, and you're seeing a lot more changes that come out a lot faster. So definitely stay tuned for that. I can't wait to share with you guys what we saw. Okay.
And so about question about skinned characters, it has been asked a lot, and it has been taken forward, and we hope to see this feature maybe later. Nothing confirmed, but maybe later. It's not we have other priorities currently what we should do.
A couple of questions I saw. Will there be music? Something I noticed as well when I first started playing before I had my job interview. I downloaded the game. I was like, yeah, music would be cool. Again, something that isn't off the table, probably not coming in the short term. Then there was another one that I missed. Let me take a look here. Oh, I heard that there was a decision made about keeping aim assist in the game a few years ago. And what were the reasons for the final decision of keeping it? Well, we want to be a competitive and we want to be an esports title, and we want that end game to be really skill based. We do feel that for, let's say, you're new to touch gaming and you load into the game, it can be quite overwhelming with the aiming. So we want to give sort of for the new players a chance to ease themselves into the game and make aiming a little bit easier. I think, if we go into the competitive scene and even sort of, community tournaments that we host and for example, higher tiered ranked games, I think very few players are very reliant on aim assist. So it's more for the new players.
Yeah, like myself, I have played Critical Ops like when it was very, very alpha, and that was like very many years ago. There was not even there was nothing then. Yeah, and that's what was like my first time playing an FPS mobile game. And after that, I have played few of the FPS mobile game, but not that much, honestly. And when I started to play this game, I first went into the game and I put the aim assistant into 0, because I think that it's gonna be similar as it is in like some of the games as I have played on maybe console. And I just set it to 0 first, and then I noticed that I'm not skilled enough to control the spray like this and so on. So I put it back to max, and I've been playing with it on the max for now. But as I see from the top players, they put it off so they can play better sniper. And it has been asked a lot that could we have like a different aim assistant for snipers. And I have taken this forward, but most likely there will be maybe not this kind of option, because when you're skilled enough, you will just put that aim assistant low and go with the flow, let's say.
Yep. All right. We're going to do the last giveaways, and we're going to say goodbye. So your last chance, and we're going to do premium cases this time. Premium cases. So put in your IGN. Slow mode is back on. Onto the Twitch chat, twitch.tv/criticalopsgame. Good luck to everybody. And this will be the last giveaway for today. Here we go. We can do the same rotation. Sky, you can go first.
I want to first ask that question that came on all caps. We have been thinking about it. And then I'm gonna take the cursed player.
Cursed?
player.
Okay,
Yes.
got it.
Nice.
I will go with orange homie.
I gotta, sorry, write this down. Orange homie. There you go. And then we have Fishbits. Oh, Fishbits. What's up? One of our competitive players. Okay, Sky.
RXKT is my pick. He has been telling his IGN for a while now.
RXKT. Got it.
Yes.
I'll go with Taz, with the dash between all of the characters.
Taz. Got it. Mate with the dash. And we'll do one last round.
I'm gonna go with the salty muffin.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll go with We is Saints, or Y Saints, or whatever that is.
Where is that?
It's basically
Oh,
We
okay.
Saints, but there's one S missing.
Got it. And the very last winner for today's stream will be ZVD. Congratulations to everybody. That is all the time we have for today. So I would like to thank Roofmund and Sky for joining us for today's stream. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for tuning in, and please do write in with your suggestions, with your issues. We really want to help you guys, and also remember to give us a rating after you do write into customer support.
Yep. Okay, so just a little recap about today. We went over Valiant's Premier League summer results. We talked about the 9.11 updates with the UI changes, the support for wide ratio screens. We covered a great amount of info regarding support and about our anti-cheat. So if you missed the stream, make sure that you do watch the VOD. But most importantly, thank all you guys for being here on stream. And we'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
See ya.